After Hitler's last attempt to split Allied troops in Europe failed, Axis forces grew weaker as Allied confidence only grew stronger. Allies marched into Germany in 1945, breaking the Siegfried Line, a line of defensive forts and tanks built in northern France by the Germans. Allies eventually took Cologne on March 7.
We went into Germany. The 4th Division was the first outfit to enter Germany on the Siegfried Line, and we had to wait until our flanks caught up to us because we were out in front so far.
It was almost like a cakewalk to Berlin.
Well, the thing was, when the Germans saw that we were coming, and incidentally, the mayor of the town came out and surrendered to us on a bicycle, and he did not want his town destroyed. Well, when we got there, all the people had gone anyway. We liberated a concentration camp, and you have no idea what human beings can do to each other. These people were just walking dead. They couldn't eat anything. We wanted to give them food, but they starved for so long that the food was making me either sick or kill them. The place was a mess. I've seen bodies piled 8 feet high. The Germans tried to burn them before we got there. And a lot of them were only half learned. General Patton, General Eisenhower, General Marshall came out to view this. And General Patton couldn't stand it. He turned away. It was too bad. He turned it. It was terrible. We had captured a German SS troop officer, and we asked him, "Why did you do all these bad things?" And he stood up straight. He said, "Wouldn't you like to play God just once?"
The war was winding down in Europe. Shortly after, Allied forces received devastating news. President Franklin Delano Roosevelt died in office April 12, 1945.
Roosevelt, he was my hero. What that man did for our country. And there were people that hated him, that were German, that lived here, you know. We were all just horrified that man died.
Vice President Harry S. Truman was left to take over a country still at war on 2 separate fronts. Less than a month later, the Germans surrendered to the U.S. unconditionally on May 7, with VE Day, Victory in Europe Day, declared on May 8.
And then another regiment took our position, and we pulled us back, and we went to Chartres, France, and were waiting at the airfield where the war ended. We was there about 2 weeks waiting at the airfield to make a jump. I guess they didn't know where they're going to jump. So, then I heard an announcement that the war was over. Germans surrendered.
They had a huge Victory in Europe parade downtown, ticker tape parade.
Our 82nd Division marched down 5th Avenue, just like Sergeant York was in the 82nd. In World War I, they're the ones that marched down 5th Avenue.
The streets just erupted, even in my little neighborhood, just erupted with people out there shouting and screaming and partying and honking their horns and so forth.
While some took to celebration, many of Erie's European veterans knew their fight for American freedom was far from over.
Whoopee! Well, from there, we boarded the boats coming back, and we were scheduled to go finish off Japan.